One of Britain's best joins us now, Joyce. Morning, Joe.
Morning, Joe.
Hi.
How are you?
How's it going?
We're in top form, mate. How are you feeling? Are you looking fit? Ready to go?
Yeah. I'm fit. I'm in camp. I'm training hard, and I don't know. I'm here in the studio.
Yeah, Cash Alley, of course, on the 16th of March. Now, look, with all due respect to him, is this a confidence builder for you? Because you should be in a different league to him, shouldn't you?
Yeah, I've been having like back-to-back really hard fights. Like obviously the last two with Zhang, had Parker before that at the bar. So it's time to have like a slightly easier fight. So so now I'm fighting Cash Alley, and I think he's a good fighter. I've sparred him before, and this is a big shot for him. So I'm sure he's training hard and getting ready for me.
You touch on it. It's a big fight for him. I mean, clearly it's a fight you're expected to win and hope to win. The thought of defeat cannot come into your head, I'm guessing. It just can't.
No, I'm confident in my abilities, and I think, and he's a orthodox fighter. He's not a hard hitting counter southpaw like Zhang was. So yeah, it should be. It'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight in the UK as well.
Is Zhang a little bit unlucky in the respect, Joe, that when we're talking about big fights and everybody's wanting to see whether it's AJ, Wilder, Usyk, all these guys, Francis Ngannou's come into the picture. Nobody really talks about Zhang.
Yeah, I guess he's kind of avoided, and he's a bit of a risky fighter to take on, and maybe it's a mistake to take him on. But
so yeah, I think Joe, you're 38 now. What are your sort of realistic ambitions at this stage of your career?
Well, they're still the same. I still believe I've got what it takes to get there in the end. It's just a bit of a wrong turn, and I need to correct the alignment and get back into winning ways, and then get another shot. Get a shot.
You've got to keep him at arm's length. He's been known to take a bite out of people, hasn't he?
Yeah, I noticed that. I've been watching a few Resident Evil films in preparation.
Tell me about the division at this moment in time. You obviously you've got your own ambitions still, which is great, and would expect to hear that. Is it difficult now with the division, with the quality that you've got at the top? Yeah,
it is. It's exciting time to be a heavyweight. There's plenty of good fights out there, and I've built my way up in the division and had a lot of tests. But there's great fights out there. There's still domestically and abroad. Like there's so many good British fighters as well.
Yeah, well, you talk about the good British fighters. One of them's got a fight coming up as well, AJ against Francis Ngannou. We were talking about Spencer Oliver on earlier on in the show, Joe, and we're talking about Ngannou's. It's an incredible story, really, when you think it was his first fight against Fury. A lot of people thought he was very unlucky not to get the decision, right? That's an argument that's up for debate. However, I was asking Spencer, he's come from nowhere, UFC. Surely there's going to be an improvement in his neck. He's not going to go back the way, is he? He'll be learning all the time. Dangerous, really dangerous opponent for AJ.
Exactly, yeah. He's got heavyweight power. Like he's got serious power, and he's he's very motivated and dedicated to the sport. He started in boxing actually, and then made the change to UFC. So that's something as well. Like both of them are got extremely good physiques, and it's like a real battle. I think it's a really good fight, a really good matchup, and I'm excited to see it.
Because you've sparred with Ngannou before, haven't you?
Yeah, that was the first leading up to the first fight with Dubois. I thought he was had a great kind of style, heavy hitter as well. Obviously, he's still in the UFC, so there's kind of like a little bit more like to think about when you're a UFC fighter, because you've got to train 3 disciplines. The range is different because legs can reach further than arms, and obviously the grappling side and submission and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot more complicated in that area. But then when you're doing boxing, then that is it's like stand up and it's striking and only hands. So where I was very used to that, and he perhaps wasn't like solely focused on boxing, so that would would have made the difference. Like now he's like really solely honing in on boxing and improving the techniques there. He's shown he's like a really good fighter.
So a couple of weeks to go for you for the Cash Alley fight. How's the training camp been going?
Yeah, training camp's been going good. It's a little different from usually, obviously being in Vegas normally. So I'm back with Steve Broughton in the UK, and training camps were going really well. I'm in Ellsfield, my amateur boxing club, with Sid Card and that, and it's kind of good being in the UK, like being at home. But I mean that there's also other. It means I have to do like do things around the house, and
you've got to come into places like this as well.
Yeah, so it's slightly different. Like obviously, it doesn't have the weather quite the same as out there, but I'm enjoying it, and I've been preparing diligently behind the scenes, and each week I've been like improving my fitness and my technique and everything. So I'm ready.
Brilliant, Joe. We wish you well, mate.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming in, mate. Best of luck to you.